Good evening. Bigfoot's real. Let me explain with my big brain science. And by big brain science, yes, indeed, I am talking about 10th grade biology. So, on the other side of the world, they made pig people by combining human stem cells with pig fetus. And this was a completely artificial process, and I need to know if this can be done naturally. So with the power of my misanthropic 10th grade teacher clogging up my arteries, we may just be able to prove that this is somewhat plausible. So there's this thing called horizontal gene transfer, in direct opposition to vertical gene transfer. Vertical gene transfer is when genes are transferred from parent to offspring, as it is usually done, but horizontal gene transfer is when genes are transferred from one organism to completely unrelated organism. And yes, this can occur between two different species. In fact, it already has, because scientists believe that the genes that code for your blood type were transferred to us by bacteria. But that's just blood type. If we're going to be talking about human-animal hybrids as the horrible amalgams that we know them as, we need a gene that alters the structure of our very being. And luckily, homeobox genes are exactly that. Or, not exactly, but basically. Now, homeobox genes, active during fetal development, basically just make sure all the right structures are growing in the right places. For example, you got 5 fingers growing out of your hand rather than 3 fingers growing out of your belly button like a nice little bouquet. So, with the things we know about horizontal gene transfer and homeobox genes, well, it is theoretically possible that one day a bear and a human got close enough so that whatever ungodly process is needed for horizontal gene transfer to occurred, and now there are bear homeobox genes inside a human. And through generations of assimilation into our genetic code, one day a baby was born with a big, beefy bear body. And that is how I suggest that Bigfoot came to be. But what I think is even more plausible than Bigfoot, mermaids. Yes, I know that came out of left field, but hang with me, okay? Because we already got mammals that live under the sea, those being the dolphins and the whales and such. And we already got animals that have both lungs and gills, albeit at separate times in their life, but all amphibians start with gills, end with lungs. So where did these bad boys evolve from? Mermaids. Of course, it is mermaids. It could be somewhere else, but it could also be more mermaids. And with all the things that we have learned today, and with how vast the ocean is and how unexplored it is it so hard to believe that Mifa from The Legend of Zelda, or Ariel from The Little Mermaid, is somewhere out there waiting for you to find her and call her your anime waifu? Thank you for watching, and I will most likely never see you again.